It is of utmost importance that we are mindful of how we communicate with others, as it can have a big impact on our relationships. Join me as I review conversation mistakes that should be avoided. Welcome back to another episode of Chinyere's Etiquette Chronicles. I am pleased to have you here. One of the ways we can improve our conversation skill is to stop forcing humor in conversations. You've been asking someone out and finally she accepted to go on a date with you, and you guys are out, and next thing you do, you start to crack dry jokes. And she won't want to embarrass you, she'll start laughing and you don't know her jaw is already aching. Once you realize that the response the person is giving isn't matching the energy you're putting in, then you have to stop. Another conversation mistake you shouldn't do is not using the correct greeting. For Australia, they greet saying good day. For America, they say hey. And for UK, they say hello. Please comment the greeting that is often used in your country. In a formal setting, do you often say how are you? No, that is wrong. When you ask this question, trust me, you are not expecting a detailed response. You just want the person to say I'm fine. Start by asking, how have you been? Or what are you up to? Or better still, you can say, are you well? This is going to make the person give a detailed response. Stop saying hey, but rather say hello. Don't say it's nice to meet you. You can say I'm pleased to meet you. But when you're in company of your friends, it's okay to speak casually, but you have to be careful so you don't make it a habit. Another conversation mistake you should avoid is rambling. Rambling simply means when you digress from the question being asked. Let's say you went for an interview or you're having a conversation with someone and you're being asked a question. Instead of going straight to the point, you begin to give stories relating to the answer. Your message will definitely lose impact if you're not concise. Think carefully before answering. A conversation mistake you should also avoid is not being neutral and civil. Let's take for example, your friend is going through a heartbreak or divorce and she comes bearing her heart to you. Never use sentences like, I knew he wasn't good enough for you, or I never liked him though. You may feel you're consoling the person, but you may end up being a third party when they finally reconcile. So always try to be neutral and civil when having conversations with people. A very important conversation mistake you shouldn't do is pretending to know something that you do not know. Do you know that B.F. Skinner is one of the world's famous psychologists? Yeah, I know him. Okay, what is his theory all about? Okay, his theory is all about why embarrassing yourself. If you do not know an answer to a question, it's very okay. You don't have to pretend. You may end up being defensive because you feel they want to embarrass you. When you're in a formal setting, you should be prepared to give an answer. But in a casual setting, you can respond by saying, I do not know, kindly enlighten me. If you're yet to subscribe, please click on the subscribe button below so that you will be the first person to be updated whenever a new video is dropped. This brings us to the end of today's episode. Bye!